What is happening in this crazy San Diego real estate housing market? Are you missing out on another great opportunity, or is it a terrible time to buy a home? You can hear so many different messages on the media these days. I think I've heard it all. In this video, we're going to touch on everything, or at least most things, that you should probably know if you're thinking about buying or selling a home. Probably the biggest thing to know right now in the market is that mortgage rates have come down a little bit. The result has been a slight uptick in pending sales. Pending just means more home buyers went into contract to purchase a home. Now, as you can see here, you see pending status. FYI, in this video, we're talking about the major San Diego home classifications, which are primarily going to be attached, meaning like condos and townhomes. We're talking about twin homes and regular, like a house. So pending status had a slight uptick for the week. It's actually busted the trend over the last month or so of a decreasing amount of homes going into contract. Simply put, more homes sold this week. Now, it's always hard to nail down the exact cost. The leading suspect, at least in my opinion, is going to be the slight drop in mortgage rates. Now, specifically, we're talking a drop from the mid to low 7% range to the high 6s. As I record today, the rate, and when I talk rate specifically, I'm talking about a 30-year mortgage average daily rate, is right around 6.87%, give or take. A lower rate, even a small change like that, means your rate or your monthly payment at the end of the day on your mortgage is going to be significantly less money, especially when you're talking home prices in San Diego County. Now, speaking of buying homes, if you're a home buyer, let's say, because there was an uptick in homes going into contract or pending status, does that mean you as a home buyer are going to have less homes to choose from if you're out in the market now? The quick answer, simple answer, is going to be no. Now, overall housing supply in San Diego and most other parts of the country right now, we are seeing an increase in housing supply. San Diego specifically, right now, we're looking at about an increase of about 200 homes per week. The inventory levels of homes and like condominiums in San Diego, it's been low for a very long time. In fact, it's been one of the, if not the primary driver in the crazy price appreciation we've seen in San Diego over the last few years. Typical number, like 6 months worth of housing inventory for home buyers to choose from. That usually indicates a balanced market. In San Diego right now, we're well under 3 months of inventory still, so we are deep in a seller's market still. The takeaway here, if you're in the market, is going to be that as mortgage rates drop, it definitely seems to be that we see more homes sell when that event happens. But realistically, the process is still very competitive. Be expecting competition on the very best homes that are priced right and marketed correctly. Flip side, of course, is going to be, as a home seller, expect strong interest in your home if your home is priced right, if the marketing is done correctly, if your agent sets you up for success. Now, making any projections ahead in any kind of financial market, real estate market included, it's very difficult to do. Nobody really knows. But right now, it is looking like a typical seasonal real estate housing market in San Diego. Let me explain. So spring, summer months, housing market is very busy. We see a lot of price appreciation. That's when the majority of our price appreciation happens. Things start to slow down late June into July and August. Into the fall, we start to see usually a drop in the median price per home overall. Not always, but we usually do. As that happens, it really tends to slow down as we hit winter. Spring hits, things get busy again. We gain it all back plus some. That's a typical San Diego housing market year. Like I said, it's not always like that. Just look back to 2020 and 2021. It did not look like that at all. Takeaway here for a home buyer in the market is going to be that if you're in the market during the more sleepy, slower times, yes, you're going to have a lot less competition competing with other buyers for homes. But the flip side is that the inventory levels tend to drop a little bit. So you're probably going to have a little less selection of homes or condos to choose from. Now, something to watch in this market is going to be any kind of unknown factors that happen that could impact either housing inventory levels or the mortgage interest rates. growth or the economy in general. Anything that triggers a mortgage rate drop, if we start to see mortgage rates hit like 6.5% or even lower, that could definitely wake up the sleepy market at any time of the year. But the path to like a 6.5% mortgage rate or lower is very unclear right now. And if you're thinking, hey, what about the federal rate cut that's supposed to be happening in September? The mortgage market, the mortgage rates have already kind of priced that in. If that rate cut doesn't happen in September, you're probably going to see an increase in the mortgage rates. And to really confuse you,
you have got to be kidding me.
Any of these predictions can change immediately, so make sure you stay up to date on market data and what is happening on a real-time basis. If you enjoyed this content or find it useful, please subscribe, click here. If you need realtor assistance anywhere here in San Diego County for buying or selling, or if you're in another market anywhere pretty much in the United States, reach out. I have a huge list of quality agents across the country to refer you to. I have an appointment calendar down in the description to make any of those things happen. Have an amazing day.